Hello everyone, this is your boy Mob, and I just got done working out. Now I'm making this video, right before I'm leaving to go to Red Robin's, but I want to discuss something with you guys. Ooh, 255 disconnections. Yeah, nobody. I want to talk to you guys. What do you guys think of, should there be another Storm game? And if there was to be a Storm game, what could we improve? Like what could, let's say it's called Naruto Storm 5. What could we do to improve the game? I was thinking, for example, and here's a big one. It's, and I hate to say this, it's rage quitters. That's the one thing that we just don't want in the game is rage quitters. And I feel like there should be an actual penalty for rage quitting. Like, yeah, okay, your internet might turn off then and there, and if that happens, that really does happen. But the people who have over 255 disconnections, I feel like they shouldn't be able to play the game. Or like Bandai should limit them if there was a Storm 5. And another thing that they could do is they could add more characters to the game. It's funny that Kurenai has been a support from up to Storm 1 in Generations, but she has never been playable. Kurenai Sensei, but we have Osman, but we don't have Kurenai. And you would think that Kurenai would be in the game, just because she's like one of the she was one of the main characters in the original Naruto series. I mean, Storm 4 is a great game. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. This game made me want to play more competitive games, like for example, Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat, Injustice 2. The list goes on. But the point is, what are some games that what could we do to improve another Storm game, if there were to be another Storm game? And another thing to talk about, like, why are anime games so trash nowadays? We have Seven Deadly Sins. That game's horrible. Which is crazy, because you would think that game wouldn't flop, but that game was a huge flop. My Hero Academia is a decent game, but they could still do more to it. Dragon Ball Fighters, it's a great game in general. Yeah, there may be some broken characters like Kid Buu and your occasional Bardock, but what could we do to improve the Storm games? Like, what could we do? Not even Storm series, Bleach. Any anime game can really succeed just because it already has its own. They already have their own fan base. Gosh, that voice crack, man. So I was about to cry. But seriously though, like, anime games already have their own fandom. You go on Instagram, you're gonna see some Deku, account. You're gonna see tons of Naruto accounts, and it's just crazy how, like, there should be more respect for like anime games, but Bandai, it seems like Bandai, they're more of a cash and grab game now. If I recall, I remember back back during the Ultimate Ninja series, bro, Bandai put so much effort into the game. If you go back and look at the Ultimates, some of the Ultimates look way better than what we're getting now, you know? And that just shows you how much Bandai doesn't really care anymore. But yeah, like, what could we do to improve the Storm games? You know, what could we do as an anime community to improve anime games in general? Like, for example, we don't have to buy every anime game that comes out. You know, we can always. Oh man, that was a low blow, but you know, it is what it is. There's always, you know, if we don't like a game, we don't have to buy it. We don't have to buy an anime game strictly because we like it. Because what that really does is, it's like saying, okay, yeah, this game is crappy, but we're going to take it just because, you know, just because Itachi's my favorite character, you know, or you know, I'm gonna buy this Dragon Ball game even though it sucks, you know, just because I like Goku. It shouldn't work that way. But yeah, it's just something that we can think about. You know, there's gonna be a part 2 to this, but I have to go because of personal issues. But you know, I will continue this. But it's just like, what can we do to improve the anime community? Like, how can we become more serious? Because the Street Fighter community, they don't take us serious. Mortal Kombat community, they don't even think this is a real fighting game, you know, which, you know, to be exact, you know, the fact that the only button that we even press is this circle, it technically, it is a fighting game, but, you know, it just gets, what's the word, repetitive? You know, I don't want to diss Naruto and say it's not a real fighting game, but at the same time, you know, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, Naruto is a hard game to master, because technically it's not. You don't learn any combos. You know, you just don't learn any combos. You know. But yeah, we're going to continue this with part 2. You know, I'll be back.